The world calls me a hero. I have 3 boxes in my closet, filled to the brim with letters from people I will never meet again. They are letters from strangers, thanking me for saving their fathers, their wives, and their sons. They call me an angel in white. They say I have hands of gold. When I walk down the street in this town, people stop to shake my hand because they remember the nights I sat by their bedside, adjusting their IVs, holding their hands while they were afraid, and whispering that everything would be all right. I gave the best years of my life to that hospital. I gave my patience, my kindness, and my energy to patients who walked out the door and forgot my name a week later. I was a saint to everyone in this city, but inside my own house, I was a ghost. My phone sits on the table beside me, and it has been silent for weeks. My own son, the boy I swore I was working so hard for, hasn't called me since Christmas. And even then, it was a 2-minute conversation, cold and polite, like he was speaking to a distant aunt he barely remembered. I sit here surrounded by gratitude from the world, yet I am starving for a single ounce of affection from my own blood. And the tragedy is, I cannot even blame them. I look at these hands, the same hands that saved 1,000 lives, and I realize they were never there to hold him when he cried. I told myself the same lie that you are telling yourself right now. I told myself I was doing it for him. I said I picked up those double shifts to pay for his college. I said I missed his soccer games to buy him the bicycle with the shiny rims, the video games, the brand name clothes. I convinced myself that being a good mother meant being a good provider. I treated motherhood like a logistics operation. Was he fed? Yes. Was he clothed? Yes. Was he safe? Yes. I thought that was enough. I thought he would understand that my absence was a form of love. I was wrong. Children do not understand economics. They do not care about the mortgage or the pension plan. They only understand presence. To a child, love is spelled T-I-M-E. And every time I walked out the door to save a stranger, I was teaching my son that he was second best. I was teaching him that he was not worth my time. I remember the moment I lost him. It wasn't when he moved out at 18. It wasn't when he got married and didn't ask me to dance. It happened years before that, in our living room, on his 7th birthday. I had worked 3 extra weekends to buy him the most expensive electric train set in a store window. It cost me a week's wages, and I felt so proud as I watched him unwrap it. I thought this toy would bridge the gap between us. I thought it would buy his forgiveness for all the nights I wasn't there to tuck him in. He played with it for 10 minutes, his eyes lighting up, and then he looked at me with that pure, innocent excitement and asked, "Mommy, come down and play with me." I looked at the clock. I had a night shift starting in an hour. I was exhausted. My feet were swollen. I needed 20 minutes of sleep on the couch before I had to put on my uniform and become the hero again. So I said the sentence that haunts me every single night in this empty house. I said, "Not now, honey. Mommy is tired. Mommy has to go save lives. You play." I watched the light fade from his eyes. He didn't cry. He didn't throw a tantrum. He just nodded, turned back to the train, and played alone. That was the last time he ever asked me to play. He learned the lesson I taught him perfectly. He learned that work is the priority. He learned that affection is a distraction. He stopped running to the door when I came home. He stopped showing me his drawings. He learned to live without me while I was in the next room. As he grew older, we became roommates who shared a last name. I was proud of his independence. I bragged to my colleagues about how mature he was. I didn't realize that his maturity was just a scar tissue formed over his loneliness. Now, he is a man. He is a successful man. He works 60 hours a week. He buys expensive things for his own children. And he is too busy for the mother who was always too busy for him. I created this stranger. I taught him that love is a transaction. And now I am bankruptcy. I see you. I see you sitting there, perhaps in your office, perhaps in your car, perhaps on the couch while your children are in the other room. You are 40, maybe 50 years old. You are tired. You feel the weight of the world on your shoulders. You tell yourself that you are building a legacy. You tell yourself that one day, when you have enough money, when you get that promotion, when the house is paid off, then you will rest. Then you will play. Then you will be present. You are lying to yourself. There is no later. Later is a comfortable lie we tell ourselves to justify the neglect of today. I am speaking to you from the finish line, and I am telling you that the prize you are running for is hollow. Your career will not hold your hand when the monitor flatlines. Your Employee of the Month plaque will not sit by your bedside and comfort you when you are old. The strangers you are impressing today will not cry at your funeral. The company you are tilling yourself for will replace you within a week of your death. They will post a job opening before your obituary is even printed. But to your family, you are irreplaceable, and you are wasting that power. You are building a house that no one will want to visit. You are working to give them a future, but you are robbing them of their past. Do not make my mistake. Do not wait for a terminal diagnosis to realize what matters. Go home today. Put the phone away. Cancel the meeting if you have to. Look at your children. Really look at them. Memorize their faces, because they change every single day you are looking at a screen. Sit on the floor. Build the train set. Listen to the story. Hug them until they let go, because one day you will look up from your work and they will be gone. The house will be quiet. The toys will be gone. And you will be just like me, a rich woman with a spotless house and an empty heart. Do not let them become strangers.